The trial took place over about a month and a half, so the May numbers are the ones to really focus on. And in terms of those primetime viewership numbers for the month of May, we saw upticks across the board for all of the major cable networks. And we're at a local Chipotle breaking down the company's second quarter earnings results. We're seeing shares, though, down more than 7%. Once again, new records for both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. And I want to start here with the S&P. It is the 28th record close for the S&P so far this year. Well, as we've been saying, this pretty much makes the unofficial official, but there are a few caveats here when it comes to this content. Number one, all adult content, it must be consensual. And a marketing budget of $100 million, that's on par with most theatrical tentpoles. So they were really banking on this, but the Game of Thrones fans, I mean, they're hardcore, so I'm not surprised. Most FOMC members, each dot represents a member here. They see interest rates peaking at 5.6% this year. Another area of the economy that the Fed has been very focused on is that hot jobs market. With the tech layoffs, you saw during the pandemic that there was this surge in hiring to adjust to this new normal. Welcome to Wealth. I'm Alexandra Canal, and this is Yahoo Finance's guide to building your financial footprint. Calling all sports fans, you will soon have a new place to get game highlights, behind-the-scenes content, and even interact with players. Another thing I want to bring up on the earnings call is that Daniel Ek did hint at more price hikes to potentially come for Spotify.
It's like a family restaurant.
I love
that.
that.
Which is really nice.
I feel like you have such a good connection with everyone you work with. Kevin,
here we are.
Let's get into it. So we have media stocks severely under pressure. We have a lot of cord cutting trends escalating. Will all of these challenges lead to more deal making in the industry? Richard, I want to talk about China because we've seen some softness in that market. What has Paramount Plus done right, and what do you think it still needs to work on to be in that top of the streaming wars? Trump has said that he will keep Powell as Fed chair if he were to win. Let's say that happens. What role will Powell have within a Trump administration? We know they spend a lot of money on birthdays, on Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day is certainly no exception. Another thing that could impact these earnings is what the Fed does, right? And how interest rates move forward. A lot of the things that these companies do are things people probably should do when they enter the job market. I mean, scrubbing through your social media, how to make a good first impression, how to dress to impress. But speaking of driving, I want to move on to what's driving the economy, and that's Taylor Swift, Barbie, and Beyonce. Take
Maybe
my TV
aggravate
shows,
consumers.
Take my cars, but
Don't
not
take my coffee. Don't take-
My mom still has me follow her ride, so I know exactly where she is at all times. The longer you're in a relationship, and this study had some stats to prove that as well, the less you care.
Very strongly correlated.
Strong correlation.
There you go, Alexandra Canal setting the bar very high for all the millennials out there.